Hello everyone, and welcome back to another Transformers review. I thought I'd do another one of my carded G1 Transformers. Well, in this case it's one of the micromaster teams, and as you can see this is the micromaster Autobot Battle Patrol team. So you've got 4 little micromasters on one card. I'll bring that in so you can have a look at the artwork. Really nice little G1 artwork. Even though these are tiny figures, they went to the effort of doing them a decent little drawing there. And on the back you used to get pictures of the other teams, both Autobot and Decepticon. And I'll bring these in so you can actually read up about each figure. So you've got Big Shot, which is the artillery sort of vehicle. Sidetrack, which I assume is some kind of anti-aircraft tank. Flak, again an artillery sort of tank, a rocket launcher. And Sunrunner, who's a ground attack aircraft, I assume. Again, nice little figures, and you get a text spec, and I'll bring their little write up there so you can read up about them. Saves me reading it out and sounding embarrassing, and also you can do it at your leisure if you wish. And have a look at the text specs. A little bit different, obviously. By this time they've gone to more like doing it in blocks, and obviously because with these figures you didn't get a red decoder, you didn't actually need to decode it. But yeah, quite a nice little set. They came out in 1989, which was getting onto towards the sort of tail end of the G1 Transformers. I'll get them out now and let me have a closer look. Okay. Now we'll start with Big Shot. I think we'll start with in the order they were on the box art. So you get a little two-tone little artillery sort of. It's a sort of like a cross between an artillery vehicle and a tank, really. Quite nice revolving turret and lifting up and down gun. But yeah, nice little vehicle, little freewheeling wheels. The middle set, I should point out, aren't freewheeling. They're sort of locked in place, but then on a figure this sort of size, that's not really that important. To transform them, it's pretty simple. You just flip over the front sort of cab section of the vehicle, and then you can literally just turn him over that way. Now you can leave the gun down, but I used to like having it turned, if it will, I think. Oh no, this one does actually stay that way. The bodywork stops it. I'm getting confused with one of the others. I thought you could turn it the other way up, but you can turn the barrel up towards the top like that, which maybe is what's confusing me. The arms are articulated along the lines of, say, like a Power Master. So just a little crude arm, and that's it. So that's his transformation done. Let's see. Sidetrack is a little sort of, I don't know if it's anti-aircraft or anti-tank sort of missile launcher on the top of that, but it's a little armoured car sort of personnel carrier sort of vehicle. Again, the same sort of two-tone basic colour scheme on the vehicle. We've picked out grey parts for more the moving parts like the weapons and the tracks. But again, quite a nice little vehicle mode. Quite nicely sort of moulded with little details all over it. Basic transformation again with the micromasters. You flip over the front of the vehicle, flip the weapons up, and then you can turn the sides for arms, and you flip the back of the vehicle down to form his chest, like so. And again, that's quite a nice little figure. If I bring it in, you can see some of the detail. I even had nice little face details moulded into them and just picked out there, a little bit of sort of reddy orange colour. But yeah, quite a nice, again, little figure. We'll go for Flak now. So he's more like a artillery sort of rocket launcher vehicle. Basically the same sort of base to him, again like an armoured car, personnel carrier sort of thing, but with the rocket launchers on top. Again, very similar transformation, except with this one, his legs are the rocket launcher. So you flip him up like so, then flip the front of the vehicle itself over onto his back, and then you can, let's see, it's just flipping out the tracks, that's it, to form his arms. But quite nice. A little bit strange that they did the colour scheme for him in green, whereas the others are more desert sort of camouflage colours, but it sort of works, and they picked him out with a little bit more of the orange colour. And again, I'll bring that in, see if that focus. Not great, you just about see his face detail there. When you consider the size of these vehicles and figures, they're quite, you know, pretty well moulded really. And we'll get on now to Sunrunner, who is again like a little propeller aircraft, sort of more for ground attack, I think, going by the style of him. Not modelled after any particular aircraft that I know anyway, but quite nice again. And again, pretty similar sort of transformation. Flip the tail of the aircraft over, and that forms his feet. You then flip the wings up onto his back like so, and then you can fold out his little fists. So he's got little just arms, but they are just articulated from the elbow, so you can fold them straight down like so, or forward. And then to form his chest and reveal his head, you take the nose of the aircraft and fold that down to form his chest, and that brings his face detail out. Again, it's not quite picking it up, you're talking very minute sort of size, but I'm trying to get them in as close as I can so you can see some of the detail on them. They're not bad. I mean, when you consider, I know the Micromasters aren't everybody's favourite sort of line of Transformers. They were trying to go a bit more budget with the whole line, I think, at this point, and trying to give kids a chance to own more characters in one go. And of course these figures work great with the play sets like Metroplex and Triptychon sort of bases, sort of those sort of sizes. Though obviously they did work well with sort of like the combiner Transformers as well, like the Stunticons and the aerial bots and that sort of thing. But yeah, they're not a bad little thing. I know they're not everybody's sort of, like I say, cup of tea with the size of the Transformers. If I bring in something, let's see, something for a size comparison. I'll bring in a Cyberverse figure. I've got, and you can see they're a little bit smaller, but they weren't bad. I mean, when they was new, trying to see what it says there, they were £5.50, which you pay that for a Cyberverse figure, so these days, so not great value for money, but not bad when you consider you get a whole team, a little bit sort of along the lines of what you'd have on an Armada mini concept really these days. But yeah, so that is the Micromaster Battle Patrol, Autobot Battle Patrol. Hope you've enjoyed this little review. I'll be doing some more of the Micromasters coming up. Please subscribe if you're interested. Feel free to comment, and I shall see you again for another review.